phone. Hi everyone, Amy, 100 plus abandoned dogs of Everglades, Florida. Just gonna wait for some more people to jump on. So angry right now, I can't even put it into words. Here we freaking go again. Thanks for the clear. Nightmare. A nightmare. So let me just start off by saying I have a donate button on this video. I have all the links on this video. I was contacted by a girl. Oh, God. Hold on, guys. Don't go anywhere. Sorry, guys. I had a call. I was contacted by a woman asking me if I could help. And let me start off by saying we took a dog in, if you remember, not that long ago. His name was Max, 15 years of age. I showed you the photo, the conditions he lived in outside in a pen on gravel with a dog house in Opelika, Miami. It's a freaking shithole, to be honest. We've rescued so many dogs there. Max came to us blind, and he went to Margaret. Beautiful Margaret took him in. You remember? Well, he tested positive for heartworm, so he's heartworm positive, which when we got him, they said they had him vetted and he was fine. He just had an eye issue. So Max is 15. He came from this property. Definitely a backyard breeder. Thank you, Shelley. Can you, the other picture, the one when they're outside? You know that one?
I don't know.
You don't have that? Yeah, I did. So anyway, this is like, I don't even know how many litters these people have had with Max being the dad. He's the stud dog, 15 years of age, just keeps impregnating. I don't know how many litters, because the girl that reached out to me has taken in so many dogs herself and gotten homes for them. Nobody would take Max because he was old and blind. So of course we took in the one that nobody wanted. So Max, as you know, is safe. And Margaret has him, and he's a love. Then the same person reached out to me and sent me a photo that I shared with you this afternoon. Mommy and 3 puppies that were born, mind you. The puppies were born outside, have never been inside, live outside, nursing outside. The photo of Mommy alone with her puppies, the fear, defeated. You guys have used the words disgusting, and people are like, well, were the authorities called? They don't give a shit. The authorities do nothing. We've called a billion times. Nobody does. They don't do anything. Nothing. So what these people keep doing is keep getting these dogs pregnant. Then they wait. They wouldn't even give us, we offered to take the mommy and the puppies. It's $400 a puppy. For a rescue to pay $400 a puppy, do you know how hard that is? But I looked at it as, we got to get them out of there, because we've got to get them out of this hell. Forget the trolls, guys. I'll ban them later. Tiffany, if you're on here and you can, please try to ban some of these trolls. I saw you were on here. I can't do it. So Mommy's a purebred Shih Tzu, 4 years of age. Daddy was 15. Litters and litters and litters later. Thank you. I get this call that Mommy and her 3 puppies, they want them gone. They're going to charge $400 a puppy, but yet they'll give Mommy. They don't care about Mommy. She's done. So we agreed to pay $400. We offered to take all 3 puppies, but the girl that reached out to me told me that her dear friend wanted one of the puppies. They're almost 8 weeks of age, the puppies. They'll be 8 weeks this coming Friday. So I tried my hardest. I was like, just let us take all 3. And she's like, no, she's fine. She has another Shih Tzu. She wants another dog. So she paid the $400 and took the puppy. My wonderful Jessie, our volunteer, Jessie drove to meet her today in Opelika and pick up Mommy and the 2 puppies. Took them to our animal hospital, VCA, Imperial Point. We got everything set up here. The puppies were going to go to Nana Christine, but then I got a call from Jessie saying that Mommy was freaking out when they took one of the puppies away. She's still nursing the puppies. So we decided to keep them together, and then once we weaned them, we would send the puppies to Nana Christine. We got everything set up, a pen and everything ready for them so they could be peaceful. So we decided to take them to get them parvo tested and dewormed. And sure enough, the male puppy tested positive. They did the test twice. There's no clinical signs, but we know from experience, if one tests positive, then the other one is just a matter of time. Hopefully we caught it in time. Christine's not getting the puppies, Stacy. They're parvo positive. So they were all coming here to be together. The male puppy tested positive for parvo. So now all 3 of them, Mommy and the 2 puppies, have to be admitted into a 24-hour emergency hospital. We've been down this road before. Just walking in the door, it's $5,000 per dog. So now I need to come up with $15,000, close to it. That's just to get them in the door. And pray to God that they're not sick and they make it through this parvo, because how many dogs did we take in, if you remember, from that pet store? Those little doodles and all that, and only 1 survived out of the 3 after spending, it was like 10 grand a dog. $10,000, and we only were able to save 1. You're right, Rachel, and that's what I have to keep telling myself. If we did not step up, they would have died. They would have died. They would have been sick. It is the most painful way for a dog to die. They bleed internally throughout their organs. It is horrific. Like I said, there's no clinical signs right now, but we don't know what's to come. Rachel, you can say $5,000 is insane. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Every hospital is the same, whether it's Coral Springs, Access, Blue Pearl, they're all the same. It's $5,000, close to it, per puppy, per dog that you enter in. It is around the clock in isolation, 24-hour care for these dogs, and pray to God that they don't show clinical signs. So I don't want to talk about the money because I'm already beside myself with this. I am so sick to my stomach about this. If I had said no, they'd be dead. If I said no, they would be dead. They wouldn't have even had a chance. Now I'm calling the woman that we got the dogs from, that she had the contact of the owner or the breeder. And I told her, you just gave this puppy to your friend and she has a little Shih Tzu in her house. You better get this puppy to a 24-hour and get it tested. And even if it's negative, you need to isolate. It can't be near. You have to change your clothes, wash your hands. I mean, you should see what it's like in an emergency hospital when dogs have parvo. Okay. They literally gown up and they're constantly alcoholing and changing out, wearing covers on their shoes. I mean, it is no joke, people. It is no joke, this parvo. So I did not walk into this thinking that I was going to get a dog with parvo, and now I'm worried about the other 2, because if one has it, usually the others have it. It's just a matter of time. So I'm praying it's early, and I'm praying that they don't show clinical signs, but they still have to be in the emergency hospital. They need to be monitored around the clock. I need to come up with $15,000. And after I did this, I was like, that's it. I'm done. I'm not taking any more puppies. No more puppies. This is what happens in Miami and wherever they are out on the streets. And you can't, what are you going to do? So if somebody calls you and says there's a litter of puppies, are you going to go and say, I'm not taking them unless you take them and get them tested and they're negative? Nobody's going to do that. And then what are they going to do? They don't have the money. They're not going to throw them back on the street. This is how hard it is being in rescue. This is what we are dealing with. And this is what we're up against. So you can say, Stacy, it's been going on forever and it's never going to stop. Not in our lifetime. It's never going to stop. And the people that are doing this, nothing happens to them. Nothing. You call the officials, you can call animal control, nothing. Nothing. They're going to say their dogs are fine, clean conditions. It's a very sad situation. They don't care. They're not even going to go out and check. We're already going to call, but they're not going to do anything. And we had to hand over $800 to purchase these 2 puppies from this breeder to get them out of their hell with mommy. So mommy and 2 puppies are together that are under our rescue. The other puppy is with the person that is adopting, whatever, purchasing the dog. And pray to God that goes to the animal hospital and gets what it needs. Carol is literally left work. It's an absolute nightmare. I want to slap myself and wake up and this is not happening. That's how sick I am right now. Carol left work to go meet Jesse at VCA, Imperial Point. We were on the phone with Dr. Kesha, our doctor. He's like, I did the test twice. It's a positive. There's no signs, but we know that how this works. They need to be admitted. They need to be in isolation. So that's where we're going. Carol needs to come here. She needs to strip down in the yard. I'm going to give her a change of clothes, spray her down, go right into the house and shower because our dog Brody has cancer. Jesse's dog Bella has cancer, so she's going to have to go in through the garage and strip down and change before she goes into her house. Thank God they didn't go to Nana Christine because could you imagine? She has Clyde there. He's a baby, a year. We have almost 400 people on this video right now, and I need your help by donating. I'm going to keep begging. I'm going to do video after video until I can cover and get close to the cost of trying to save this family of $15,000. Carol's sick to her stomach. Jesse's sick. Every one of my team is sick to their stomachs. I'm at a loss right now. I don't even know what to say. I'm so sad for this family. Sharing is fine. It's better than nothing. But please, if everybody can make a donation, anything, please. There's Venmo. There's Cash App. There's a donate button on this video. Mommy and the babies would have been dead. They would have been dead. No, I don't have Zelle yet, unfortunately. I don't have it yet. I'm sorry. I have Cash App. I have a mailing address. I have Venmo, and I have PayPal. And checks can be mailed. That's all I have, guys. Leslie was right there too. And thank you, Leslie. The puppies are 7 weeks. They're going to be 8 weeks this coming Friday. They're not even 8 weeks yet. I'm talking $15,000 to walk into an animal hospital. Thank you, Marcy Cohen, for your $30 generous donation. Thank you so very much. I think we raised like 800 and change on my previous post, so that will go towards this. All we did at the VCA Imperial Point was a basic parvo test. We did 2 parvo tests on the male because he tested positive to assure that it was positive. We did both. I wanted to do a parvo on mommy and a parvo on the female puppy. They right now both came back negative, but guys, I know what happens. It's just like, I don't even know. I don't even know what to say. I really don't even know what to say. I'm at a loss. How often do you respond to emails needing help ASAP for aggressive dogs? Genesis, we're full to capacity, honey. I'm sorry. We have no room for aggressive dogs or any dogs for that matter. You might have to try another rescue. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be insensitive, but this post is my plea begging to save a family that have parvo. And we're desperate to raise funds to give them the medical that they need. So if you ever have any questions, feel free to email. We don't respond to private messages all that often. We're very busy. We always refer people to Carol's 30 minutes away from the hospital. Thanks, baby. I'll get your clothes ready, and I'll meet you out front with Lysol, and you can go right in, and I'll keep the dogs outside while you get in the house. Carol, I'm sorry you had to deal with this. I'm sorry Jesse had to deal with this. This was not my plan. My plan was to save a family and give them a better life. I did not plan on this happening. We never do. I don't know how I do this. It is so hard. Yeah, they were born outside and never vaccinated, these puppies. This is what happens. So when mommy has lived her entire life outside and has been used as a breeding machine, as you could see from her photo, how defeated she is and how broken. Carol said they're so sweet. Mommy is scared, but so sweet and beautiful. Mommy weighs 11 pounds. She's so purebred Shih Tzu. So thankful, so grateful. They rescues always are. And the puppies are a little over 2 pounds each. So they're purebred Shih Tzu. The dad we got out of there, 15 pounds and blind, that nobody would take because he's an old senior. And we got him into an amazing home with Margaret. I just reached out to Margaret to let her know. And she's like, oh my God, Amy. Oh my God. I reached out to Dr. Trow, our lovely doctor at Access, where this family is going. Venmo link is on here, so when I shut down, you'll be able to click on it. I don't know if you'll be able to click on it while I'm live, but thank you in advance. Our Venmo, our Cash App, PayPal, and our mailing address is all on here. Thank you, Laurie Jacoby, so very much for your donation from you and Cupcake. Thank you. Yes, Cupcake was a parvo dog and she's a survivor. And I pray to God, Laurie, that this is the case for this family because they've already been through hell. So mommy gave birth to these 3 puppies outside. They've been living outside, and we were told we can't get them until Friday, and I begged, please give them to us early. We're taking the mommy and the puppies. We're paying you. Why are you forcing them to live outside any longer? And not to mention the conditions where it gets colder at night. They're little tiny babies. They're living on gravel. And now to find out that they're parvo, one of them is parvo positive, and I'm sure, I don't mean to be negative, but that's how it happens and it's how it works. So again, a whole family that we've rescued, Daddy, 15 and blind, Max, heartworm positive for his life of hell. And he's finally getting the love that he deserves. He lived a life of pure hell outside. It's not even like they were together. They were in separate kennels outside. Max was like solitaire, only around dogs when he was being used for a stud to make babies for their profit. And then mommy, Minnie is her name. And we named the 2 puppies Barry and Bryn. So Barry is named after Carol's dad, who is deceased, and he's in heaven, and today's his birthday. So puppy Barry is the one that tested positive, and this is making me even more sad right now. I'm sick to my stomach. I didn't even think of that until just now. So puppy Barry is the one that tested positive, and we named him after Carol's dad. She reached out and said, would you mind if we named the puppy after my dad? It's his birthday today, namesake, and he's parvo positive. And the female, we named her Bryn, Brynn, and mommy is Minnie. So guys, I'm begging you, please from my heart, please. I mean, we have to give these babies a fighting chance like we always have in the past. Any amount is not too small. Please, all 3 of them need us. They're going to fight for their lives. And I hope we caught it soon enough where they're not going to be in any pain and bleeding and diarrhea and vomiting. That's my prayer. But we also need to be realistic and responsible and be able to come up with these funds to cover the cost, to give them the medical that they need, where there's almost 400 people watching. So please, everybody, my heart, I want to rip it out of my chest right now. Like the sadness, it's like we just got everything settled. We just closed down the rescue house in Broward so we could save money, so we could get on our feet and do great things and be all together again under one beautiful roof. And everything's been going so beautiful. All the babies are so happy. Everything has been going so smoothly. And then you think you're doing a good deed by saving a mommy and babies from a life of hell, living hell. And then you take them just for a routine checkup, parvo, deworming. And then you find out you're on your way scrambling to get them in and I'm calling the manager of Access. I spoke to Danny. I told him what's going on. He's like, I got it. I'll make sure everything's ready. Poor Carol ran from work all the way from here to there to meet Jessie. Jessie ran all the way to Opelika with her sick dog at home. And guys, it's never ending, and then here we're slammed in the face with this. But I have to believe that this was our plan. It's a plan for us to be in this place to help these dogs and this family, because if I said no and I turned my cheek, they would have died a horrific death on that gravel alone. So all I can do is ask from my heart to you to please, please, please make a donation for this family. Let's give them the fighting chance for Mommy Minnie and her two babies, puppy Barry and puppy Bryn. All three of us need us. They need all of us right now. Please make a donation. I will update more once I know, but right now Carol should be there in about 15-20 minutes. It's one of the worst, most horrific, Tiffany. We all know firsthand. We've seen it. It is horrific, horrific. So please donate for this family. I'm begging of you, begging of you. All the links are on this post, and I will update as soon as I know more. This is my plea, begging from my heart to all of you, 100 plus abandoned dogs of Everglades, Florida. Please and thank you.